Wayward Courier, Chapter 14. I shot a pony. I would have cared if it had been a rapist or something, then he would have had it coming. But no, she was a new recruit and had only just gotten her armor, and I've gone and put a huge dent in it with a rifle round. It's a good thing a lot of the momentum was killed by the wall and the target that had set up. Though, from what I was told, it would have hit her lung. Instead, she just had a bruised rib, and they needed to hammer out her armor. I still felt really bad, though. Still, I guess it wasn't nothing compared to what horrified the other ponies were. The Scovier wasn't even the most powerful thing I had with me, let alone actually have. You ever seen an anti-material rifle? The couriers stood before the two sisters were sitting in their thrones in the grand throne room, where Rarity had fainted less than an hour ago. In light of what happened, Celestia said calmly, I think it would be honest to decline your request to remain armed while within the castle. Luna nodded. They will be kept in our rooms under tight security. You will not be able to access them, as will any pony else. It was clear to them that the courier was far from unhappy with the turn of events. What he had said, though, came as a surprise. Fine, he said, the bitterness in his voice. I can't see the point in trying to argue. There was a short silence. At least let me keep my displacer glove and knuckle dusters, he pleaded. Your glove, unfortunately, is too dangerous for us to consider that. The courier didn't know it, but Twilight had told them of the damage it had done to the Diamond Dogs. What are knuckle dusters? Luna said. The human reached into his pocket, swinged into his duster, and pulled out a strange golden metal things. He slid them over the fingers of each hand and held them up in his fists for the ponies to see, revealing to them the spikes and words they couldn't read that adored the plates covering his knuckles. Comprehensive dawned on Luna. I see, like horseshoes our guards wear in combat. Celestia raised a wing slightly, signaling to her sister to remain quiet. As long as you don't use them, you can keep them with you. The man let out a sigh of relief, running a hand through his hair. You're more paranoid than the casinos on the strip, he muttered as he put his beret back on, removed love and hate from his hands. He replaced them into his inner pocket and straightened his duster. Are we done? The sisters nodded. Are you sure it's a good idea to let him remain armed? Luna asked quietly. They do little more than enhance his capabilities, Luna. Taking them away would not have done much, the Alabaster Unicorn replied calmly. He willingly tackled a Manicore. No being does that without believing in their own abilities, regarding of how well armed they are. The guard would not fight one unless they greatly outnumbered the beast, Luna mused. She turned to see the courier had already left the room. I had my weapons confiscated. I can understand why, but come on! Do I look like I would wave a gun around like an idiot? Actually, don't answer that. Anyway, when I got out of the room, I was greeted by Twilight. I was thankful for that. She's the only one who hasn't completely terrified of me. After I accidentally shot someone, there was, apart from the creepy guards, another unicorn wearing purple armor. These ponies were a lot like the Legion, at least in some ways. The shinier the armor, the higher the rank they were in the chain of command. And those were in higher up actually had a damn good reason for being there, not at what can happen in the NCR. Goddamn Napoleon. It's a wonder they held the dam for 4 whole years. So you're the one responsible for injuring my newest recruit, Shining Armor said coldly. He had been the first to hear about what had happened, mainly because the bullet had came close to hitting him instead. Consider yourself lucky. That injury was minor. Oh, Shiny, Twilight said timidly. He can't understand you. The armored stallion's face fell. You mean I used my angry guard face for nothing? He asked. Again, I am sorry, the courier exclaimed. I didn't know it would be overpenetrated that far. Really, In all honesty, it shouldn't have. The courier, this is my brother Shining Armor. He's a captain in the Royal Guard. A pleasure, Shining said, stifling a salute. Likewise, the human said, politely saluting in return. I suppose I should tell you that my more powerful weapons have been confiscated, he said unhappily. Good, the stallion said. I don't want any pony else getting injured. There was a short silence as the two ponies and the human tried to find something to say. Oh shit! The courier turned around and pushed the doors to the throne room open. The transporter plunder! Twilight and Shining looked at each other. I honestly can't believe it took me that long to remember that I had to get back to the Mojave. No, wait, I wanted to. Still, so much to do around here, and the NCR is too focused on pushing back what's left of the Legion. The Jackals had been taking over Red Rock Canyon. Did you know that? Why'd I run back into the throne room? Because they'd thrown the transporter plunder in the rest of my guns, and I had to get it back, even if it was broken. Wait! The courier yelled out, seeing Luna's tail poke out of the doorway off to the side of the room. The Princess of the Night turned around, puzzled at the calm human's suddenly panicked behavior. Is there something the matter? There was something that got mixed up with my guns. Something important. Where are they? He asked, looking around frantically. In my room, the princess answered, carefully. Is it truly that important? She asked. It's probably my only way home, he said, focusing himself to stay calm. Now please, take me to my weapons. It wasn't long before they were both in Princess Luna's room. She offered to teleport them there, but the courier had to explain that it would likely kill him instantly. There wasn't much light, the nocturnal alicorn having little need for such when blessed with incredibly low light vision. The courier set the backlight of his pit boy to maximum brightness and used it to illuminate his path. He quickly found the chest, and she said his things were in. He knelt down. The lock was enveloped in a strange glow, and it sprung open with a snap. As the human looked inside, he began to mutter to himself. No, no, no. Wait, what? Luna asked. It's not there, he said as he turned around. Are you sure this is everything? He asked desperately. It was everything we could find, the indigo alicorn said cautiously. It's gone, he said, unable to believe what he was saying. It's fucking gone. Author's note. Oh hey, I didn't shoot Shining Armor or Blue Blood, you mad? And oh boy, this is actually plot of All of a Sudden.